give the intro.
There you go.
Well, voila. So allow me. Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Strengthen Your Bones with Mitch Menick. I'm Bill, your fellow co-host, along with Francis. And we notice Brian is here as well. And in the background, as always, is Rich. So thank you all, everyone, for, we really like assisting. Mitch brings this class to us on Monday afternoons at 12 p.m. Pacific. And to join for, this weekly class, just click the link that you'll get in your email or in Mitch's, newsletter, and just click the link before class begins. No need to register in advance. And so please join, 5, 10, up to 15 minutes before the class. And we'll post the link in chat. Let me mention that if this is the first time or initial time that you're taking this class, be sure to talk with your doctor. We think the class is great for you, but we're not your doctors, and we're not doctors either. So, that's good advice. Now, during class, please keep your audio on mute to eliminate background noise. But after class, we'll have a short chat session where, we'll ask you to raise your hand and unmute yourself and to ask questions and offer suggestions. And this really helps us to make the class responsive to you. So we really welcome and solicit all your observations, either by, commenting verbally or, making a comment in chat, because we'll look for your questions in chat as well. So we'll do that after class. And we want to thank you everyone for being here. And now let's start our class with Mitch Menick. Mitch.
Thank you, Bill. What an excellent job. And I noticed someone said you have a really nice, pleasant voice to listen to, and I concur. So thank you for that nice introduction. And Francis, you're doing a great job with the links already, so thank you for that. Thank all of you for showing up. And having said that, you can do the class standing or sitting, make it work for you. Don't overdo it. Enjoy the time. It's a pretty fast pace. We're going to start with a little body tapping. So I invite you to take off your glasses for a moment, because we're going to tap around the eyes as we get there. But in the meantime, let's start with a little vibration. Just bounce the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders, and shake the palms. And then just down a little wiggle the hips, and shimmy the shoulders and bobble the head. So you're all shook up. Let everything relax. It's a wonderful way to open up the joints and improve the elasticity through the body as you just bring this nice, wonderful vibration into the body. Now stop. Let's hold it here for a moment. We'll come back to this again, but let's start with body tapping. Take the fingers and tap all around the flat bone, all around that flat bone at the top of the head. And then on the crown, right at that curvature, this is your 7th chakra. Come on behind the head where the head bone touches the neck muscle, and then behind the ears, and then above the ears. Now come straight up and down the ears, and take your thumb and finger and pinch up and down the ears gently to stimulate it. And then all around the temples, this whole area that's kind of sensitive, that's your temples. Yep. And all around the forehead. Just go all over the place. And then right in between the eyebrows, but up a little bit, this is your 6th chakra, your mind's eye. And then right on top of the eyebrows, we have 366 energy centers throughout the body. 7 of them are the main ones, and we hit some of these along the way, as well as many of the 366 that are close to the skin. Do the outside edges of the eyes. Come down below the eyes on top of the eye sockets. Below the nose, on the upper level of the gum line. Come up to the back teeth. This is good for the face, but it also improves circulation through the whole body. Come back down again. Jump down to the lower level, because everything is dependent on everything else in the body. Come up to the back teeth, back down to the front, all around the chin, all around the chin. So the class is designed to improve the flow of energy. Come underneath the jawbone. And then behind the jaw, below the ears, there's some soft tissue here. This is glandular. So we want to improve the energy, the flow of energy throughout the whole body. And then let's do scrunchy face and open face. You make a nice tight fist and scrunch it up really tight, as tight as you can. On the count of 3, we do open face. You can make a sound, stick the tongue out, and stretch the jaw, open up the eyes wide. 1, 2, 3, la. Okay, 2 more times. Get a good scrunch as tight as you can. Oh, 1, 2, 3, la. This makes you look good. It's really good for you. 1 more time. Really tight. Squint the nose, squint the eyes. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Oh, good job. Now, drop the right ear to the left ear to left shoulder. Extend the right hand. And then take your left hand and start tapping pretty hard where the shoulder connects to the neck. Feel it in your lungs. Top of the shoulder, top of the bicep, top of the forearm, coming down the forearm to the wrist. Top of the thumb, on the fist, pinky, lower wrist, coming up the forearm. To the elbow, tricep, armpit, armpit. Okay, upper part of the chest, going to the other side now. Same thing, real hard here where the shoulder connects to the neck. And on top of the shoulder, keep doing it pretty hard. So, and then top of the bicep, come on down. And to the wrist, top of the thumb, front of the fist, pinky, lower wrist, coming up the forearm. Do it hard, but if it hurts, don't do it too hard. Elbow, tricep, tricep, armpit. Okay, upper part of the chest. Now follow me. When I go ha, you go ha. If I go ha ha, you go ha ha. All right? And if you do a good job, you'll end up laughing with me at the end. So shout it out. Give it your all. Ready? Me first. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ho! Ho ho! Ho ho ho! Hee! Hee hee! Hee hee hee! Hee ha 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 ha! Let yourself go. Yeah, it's a doorway to laugh. Let it go. It's good for you. Oh, come on down to the admin. Laughter is so good for us. I love it. All right, now let's do your kidneys, your lower back, and then your tailbone. So you're doing right here, and then do your buttocks. Come on down the back of the legs. Come up the insides. Go right over the hips. Come on down the outsides. When you come up the front of the legs, hang out at the knees, all around the knees, your thighs. Then cross your hands, place them on the shoulder, sweep down to the toes with a positive affirmation. It feels so good. Ready? It feels so good. All right, we're going to get right into another vibration. So with the feet hip width apart, start bouncing the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders, and shake the palms, wiggle the hips, shimmy the shoulders, bobble the head. Stop. 3 heart opening breaths, palms in front of the abdomen, sink into the back of the calves without bending forward. Just open the chest and inhale and stretch. Exhale, come on back down without bending forward. Just sink down again through the nose. Inhale and stretch. Exhale. 1 more goes to forward bend through the nose. Inhale, give it a big stretch. Now when you exhale, lock the knees, hinging at the hips. Feel a pull on the back of the legs. You're not curving the back, you're protecting the back. So when we inhale, we feel the body expand. When we exhale, we relax a little more deeply into the stretch for the back of the legs. 2 more breaths. Inhale, feel the body expand, and exhale, just pull a little bit more on the back of the legs. 1 more time through the nose. Inhale, and exhale even more deeply into that stretch. Okay, now when you inhale, bend the knees and pivot up. As you exhale, straighten up. All right, let's do a 1 leg at a time. Step forward with your right foot. Put your hands on the hips. And we stretch the back of the front leg we inhale. When you exhale, just hinge at the hips and push on the back of the leg. And come down to where you don't come down any further. Now hold it here. We're going to breathe into it and come down even further with the breath. We inhale. When we exhale, just relax a little more deeply into the stretch for the back of the leg. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale a little bit more deeply into the stretch. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale even more deeply into that stretch. Now when you inhale, come on up. When we exhale, just relax and kick the legs out. Shimmy the body, loosen up. Let's do the left side. So we inhale and exhale, just sink into the back of the leg until you don't come down any further. Now we breathe into it. When we inhale, you exhale, notice how much more deeply you come down when you've given a nice relaxing chance. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale just a little bit more into that stretch. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale even more deeply into the stretch. Now when you inhale, bring it up. When we exhale, we're just relaxing and just loosening up. Balance the plate. Step forward with your right palm. You take both palms out, but take the left palm, put it behind you, face up, sink into a squat. Now we'll do 2 circles, 2 breaths, 3 sets. So first one's underneath the arms. And so we inhale, we rise, straighten the legs, bring the palm into the chest, elbow and shoulder up. So you're pulling down through the ribs or to the hip. Circle the palm, point to the side and exhale, reach and stretch. Now to counter your balance, you're already going to feel pressure on the hip. Now we gyrate the hip and you inhale. Bend the elbow to come over the head and we rise and exhale. We're completing the circle and we sink. Okay, let's do 2 more. So through the nose, inhale, exhale, inhale over the head and exhale. Okay, for 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling. Whatever you're doing is okay. Now bring the foot back as you inhale and exhale. Let's go to the other side. So it's inhale and exhale. Take the right palm, put it behind you, face up, focusing on the left palm. 2 circles, 2 breaths. So inhale, we rise, come underneath the arm, point to the side and exhale, stretch, feel the hip. Inhale, gyrate the hip and come over the head. And exhale, come on back down for 2 more times. Through the nose, inhale. And exhale. Remember, whatever you're doing is perfect. You don't have to be exact with what I'm doing at all. Inhale and exhale. Eventually you'll open up and then things flow a little bit better. Again, through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Stretch. Over the head we go. Inhale and exhale. Okay, good job. Now let's bring this foot back as you inhale and exhale both at the same time. Take a half step to the right as you inhale and exhale. Now half step to the left, inhale and exhale. Here we go. So extend the arms. Inhale underneath the arms. So we rise, circle a palm and exhale. Point to the side and stretch through the bicep and squat. Inhale, crisscross over the head and exhale, come on back down. So it's up to you how far down you go. Don't kill yourself. Again, inhale, exhale, stretch. Inhale over the head. Oh, it feels so good. And exhale. We got 1 more time here through the nose. Inhale and exhale, stretch. Inhale over the head and exhale. Okay, bring the feet back half step at a time. Inhale and exhale. Other side. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to start with an overhead press. And we'll do the right, left, and both at the same time. But we'll do the right and left together, take a break, and then do both. So grab some weights that are good for you. And anytime you need to take a sip of water, be my guest, okay? I'll try to remind you, but sometimes I forget. So bring them to the shoulders. So we inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We're going to alternate sides with the right side first. So no, let's do all 10 on the right, and then we'll do all 10 on the left. So here we go. So it's inhale. When we exhale, lift up and twist the palm forward and stretch and inhale. Same side now. Exhale, stretch and inhale. That's 2. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, 3. Exhale. That's 4. Exhale. 5 more. Exhale. 4 to go. Reach. 3 more. Reach. Last 2. Reach. 1 more. Exhale. No more. Then inhale. As we exhale, lower the arms down. Take a breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Bend the elbows, wiggle the shoulders, move the wrists around, kick those legs out, just relax the body, just loosen up, let everything go. Let's do the other side. So it's inhale to the shoulders and exhale. All on the left, we inhale and exhale, lift up and stretch and inhale, that's one. Exhale, stretch and inhale, that's two. Exhale and three. I like to think of this as dynamic stretching. Exhale, that's four. Exhale, five more. Exhale, last four. Exhale, three more. Straighten the elbow, two more. Exhale, one more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale. As you exhale, lower the arms down. Take a breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, and then shimmy the shoulders, wiggle the hips, and just loosen up the shoulders, shimmy and bobble the head, kick the legs out. All right, now let's do both at the same time, an Arnold press. So it's inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We begin with an inhale. We exhale, lift up and stretch and inhale, that's one. Exhale, twist the palms forward and two. Exhale, stretch. Can you feel the abdomen? That's three. Exhale, feel the abdomen, and that's four. Reach, five more. Exhale, the last four. Exhale, three more. Exhale, two more. Exhale, one more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale. As we exhale, lower the arms. Take a breath here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shimmy the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, and just loosen up the body. Let everything relax. All right, now let's do a bent over row. So with our feet hip width apart, we just hinge it, bend the knees a little bit, and then hinge at the hip. We just bring the weights to our chest. That's all we're doing. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, pull them right up to the chest and inhale, lower. Again, exhale, that's two. Exhale, that's three. Exhale, that's four. Exhale, five more. Exhale, last four. Exhale, three more. Exhale, two more. Exhale, one more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, pivot up, and exhale, straighten the knees. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shimmy the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, just loosen up the body. All right, now let's do a hammer curl. So feet are hip width apart. What we do is bring our fists to our shoulders. So we inhale. When we exhale, come up, and inhale, return. Exhale, come up and inhale, that's two. Exhale and three. Exhale, that's four. Exhale, five more. Exhale, last four. Exhale, three more. Exhale, two to go. Exhale, one more. Exhale, no more. Take a breath here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Bend the elbows, wiggle the wrist, shimmy the shoulders, kick the legs out, wiggle the head, just shimmy those shoulders and bobble the head. Let it relax. All right, now let's do a overhead press with a side tap. So from the shoulders, we inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We're going to do all 10 on the right side. So we begin with an inhale. We exhale, tap right and stretch and inhale, same side now. Exhale, stretch and inhale, that's two. Exhale, reach and inhale, that's three. Exhale, that's four. Reach up, that's five. Exhale, last four. Exhale, three more. Exhale, two to go. Exhale, one more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale. As we exhale, lower the arms down. Take a breath here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Bend the elbows. Okay, wiggle the wrists, shimmy the shoulders, Wiggle the hips, and then just kick the legs out, loosen up the body, let everything relax. Left side, so inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We begin with an inhale. When we exhale, tap left and stretch, and inhale, that's 1. Reach, that's 2. Stretch and reach, that's 3. Exhale, that's 4. Exhale, inhale, 5 more. Exhale, last 4. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale and exhale, lower the arms down. Take a breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale, then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shimmy the shoulders, bobble the head. Kick those legs out and just wiggle the hips and shimmy the shoulders, just relax. All right, let's do a squat punch. So let's bring the weights to our chest first as we squat, same time pretty much. So we begin with an inhale. We exhale, just squat and bring them up. Hold it here. Now we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, I want you to rise up and extend the right arm out and inhale, come down. Now the left side, exhale, stretch and inhale, that's 1. Back to the right. Exhale, stretch and inhale, that's 1. Exhale, reach and inhale, that's 2. Exhale, inhale, exhale, that's 3. Exhale, inhale, exhale, that's 4. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 5 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, last 4. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 3 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, no more. Then inhale, straighten the knees, exhale, lower your arms. Take a breath here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shimmy the shoulders, kick the legs out, wiggle hips, and just shimmy the shoulders and bobble the head. Let's put the weights down for a moment. And before we continue, let's take a little sip of water so we freshen up, wet the whistle. Now I invite you to bring your feet hip width apart and just bounce the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. You want to bring a nice vibration into the body. And this kind of brings everything back into perspective internally. As we vibrate the body, we start shaking the palms. And this is about the best part, is shaking the palms. So you want to shake them vigorously. And then while you're shaking out a little wiggle the hips, so you start to loosen up, then shimmy the shoulders and bobble the head. So you're all shook up. Okay, now let's stop and do 3 heart opening breaths. Palms in front of the abdomen, sink into the back of the calves. When we inhale, we open the chest and stretch it out. Exhale, come on down for 2 more times. Through the nose, inhale and stretch. And exhale, okay, 1 more, goes to forward bend. Through the nose, inhale, we stretch. Now, when we exhale, we lock the knees, hinge at the hips, keep the back straight. Just let the upper body pull in the back of the legs. So, breathing into it, we inhale. When we exhale, just relax a little more deeply into that stretch. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale, relaxing, but pulling more deeply into the stretch. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, just going down even more deeply. Okay, now when you inhale, bend the knees and pivot up. As we exhale, we straighten up. Okay, now we're gonna do a tricep kickback next. So, feet are hip width apart. And We bend the knees, we sink down, then we hinge at the hips, keep the back straight. When you inhale, pull the weights to the chest. When you exhale, pull your elbows back, and from here, we kick back and hold it for 1 second. So we inhale, now exhale, kick back and hold it, and inhale, that's 1. Exhale, that's 2. Exhale, that's 3. Exhale, that's 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, last 4. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 to go. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, pivot up, and exhale, straighten your knees, and then lower the arms. Take a breath here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrist, shift the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, and then wiggle the hips and just loosen up the whole body. And now we're gonna do a step back while we swing our arms back. And we're gonna bring the weights to the chest. When we step back with our right foot, we're gonna put the toe down and then the heel, so we're flat-footed as we swing. So bring the weights to the chest. Inhale and exhale. We begin with an inhale. Now with both arms, we step back and kick back and stretch and inhale. Opposite side, now left side. Exhale, now back to the right. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, that's 2. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, this is one of my favorites. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, this is 4. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, as you exhale, lower the weights down. Take a breath here through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now bend the wrist, wiggle the wrists, bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, and then just wiggle the hips and just loosen up the body. Now, let's do a bicep curl as we stand on one leg. So we're going to bring the right knee up as we do the curl. So start focusing, bringing your weight over to your left side. Bring the right toe out, and here we go. We begin with an inhale. When we exhale, bring that knee up and inhale. That's 1. Exhale, that's 2. Exhale, that's 3. Exhale, that's 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, last 4. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale the foot back and exhale. Take another breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now bend the wrist, wiggle the wrist, bend the elbows, wiggle the wrist, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, just loosen up the body. Left foot, so we're standing on the right side, finding your balance. Left toe is out. Here we go, 10 of them. Inhale and exhale, knee up and inhale, toe down. Exhale, that's 2. Exhale, that's 3. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, last 4. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Take 1 more breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists and the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, and just let everything relax. Now we're going to do a back lunge with an arm curl. And what we can do is bring our right foot behind the left and squat. And I want to kind of like a little curtsy, and as we do the arm curl. And we're going to alternate sides. So we begin with an inhale. When we exhale, bring your right foot back down and squat and curl. And inhale, come up. Now the other side. Exhale, down and curl. And inhale, that's 1. Back to the right. Exhale, inhale, exhale, that's 2. Exhale, inhale, exhale, that's 3. Exhale, inhale, exhale, that's 4. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 5 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 3 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, no more. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, chin the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, and just let's put the weights off to the side. And let's stretch out of this a little bit. So let's start bring a little vibration into the body. Just relax, just loosen up the body, kick the legs out, and clasp the hands in front of you. So when we inhale, bring the clasped hands up to the chest, roll them forward as you exhale, squat, stretch. Then inhale, we rise, and exhale, sink into a stretch. Now when you inhale, bring the palms above the head. When you exhale, look up to stretch through the abdomen. One more breath. Inhale, stretch a little more deeply. As you exhale, lower the arms, cross, placed on the elbows. Let's look to the left with the breath. We inhale and exhale, look to the left. Then inhale, right. Exhale, look to the right. Inhale, up, hold it here, and exhale. Now, let's sweep down to the toes with the positive affirmation. It feels so good. Ready? It feels so good. Let's do it again, but let's say, I'm okay just the way I am. Ready? I'm okay just the way I am. Next one is, I like myself just the way I am. Ready? I like myself just the way I am. And here you are, perfect in every way. Let's conclude by saying thank you. Well, let's see.